Hey everyone, what is going on? And happy Thursday night to everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. Um, I thought I would come on and just hang out for a little bit, just chat. I have no real agenda for this one, so I thought maybe we talk about some upcoming videos that I have. I definitely know the next two that I'll be doing. There may be more than two. It all depends on how the weekend plays out. I'm going to be going away this weekend. I will be up in the Poconos with my goddess, and we might be going around and hitting a couple of different locations. I might try to get some videos in. It all depends on whether or not some things are open this weekend. Well, I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to commit to anything. But there are a couple things up in the Poconos I'd like to check out. One of which I will definitely be making a video of. I will definitely at some point be in Jim Thorpe, and we will be making a video there. And I'm gonna go around the town there and just check it out. Just do an explore of the town. And Jim Thorpe is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's like you're stepping into a Norman Rockwell painting. I swear to God, especially if there happens to be any snow, which of course this weekend there's not going to be any snow. But still, the town itself is beautiful, and there is an Irish pub there that, from what I remember last year, had the best French fries I'd had in a long time. So I look forward to eating there again. But I also look forward to going around to the town and making a video there at some point. There are a couple other places possibly that we could check out, depending on our agenda, because we will be hitting an area that my goddess enjoys going to every year to do some Christmas shopping. And I figure we can get that done for her early on, and it should be a really, really good time. There's also another location that I'm going to be going to next week at some point, while I still have the time off, because our season over at the Neshaminy State Park for us seasonal workers um, has ended. So we're in the off season. We're seasonal semi-skilled workers, and the off season has come. And my off season is only going to be until next week, because I actually got hired on for the full-time semi-skilled position. So I will be going back to work, and I will be there year round. I can talk. I swear I can. And I will be there, excuse me, year round, starting this, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. And I'm really looking forward to that. It should be really cool. Actually working there in the winter time. So I'm going to learn some stuff. If we get some snow, I'm going to learn how to plow. I've never done that before. I can't imagine it's all that hard. So it should be pretty cool. Um, 1 second, I have an incoming message from my goddess, so she has to take priority. I'm sorry, people. And okay, so I've answered her, and now we can come back to this. All right, cool. So anyway, so this coming weekend, I will definitely be trying to make multiple videos, but definitely one. The other videos, just like I said, they depend on the agenda that we have and what we're doing, and what is open and what is not. I saw a post about one place I wanted to go saying that they could possibly be closed this weekend, which would really suck. Um, but so we'll be doing that now. The other video I will be doing next week. I'll unveil that a little bit later in the live feed once we get more people in here. I can see that there's one person here, so hi, one person. Whoever you are, feel free to say hi. Could be my mom. It's possible. I did let her know that I was coming on, and she's always said that she always misses my live feeds and has to watch the replays. So, oh no, we have BR. What's up, Burr? How you doing, Burr? Hope that you're doing well. You got the Mets up there as your icon. Well, you know me. I'm from Philly. Gotta back my boys, man. My Phillies. You know, they may not have done what they needed to do this year, but hey, it was a good season. We had a good season this year. It was exciting. Hey, Michael, how are you? Oh, so sorry about the ads. Hey, got to pay the bills somehow, right? Even if those ads only give me like cents on the dollar. But hey, they work, right? They all add up. So I apologize about the ads. Hi. See, this is what it looks like to me in StreamYard. Like a StreamYard, that's what I use to stream. So that's what it looks like to me, even though on YouTube it would look like a hand waving. But at least I can see what it says. Wow, they made you watch two? Like you couldn't skip either one of them? Because I always make it so that like the skippable ads get mixed in there. That's crazy. And they give me the option to manually insert a mid-roll ad. I have to pick that one, otherwise they're going to put it in themselves. But I never put it in. Woohoo! Shout out to everyone. So sorry about that, man. Well, I don't get to pick the topic for the ads. Just so you know. I mean, I can go into it and I can eliminate what things to have in there, which I really should eliminate political things, but right now it's a moot point because we're past election day, so I won't have to worry about it. So for anybody that's had to watch political ads, no matter which side of the aisle you fall on or follow or what one the ads were for, I apologize for that. I really should eliminate the political ads, but I just haven't gone in and fine-tuned everything yet. Awesome. Have another incoming message from my goddess. And I have answered her. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, so this coming weekend, I'm going to be going up north a little into the Poconos, and at some point during the weekend, I'm going to be making a video in the small, beautiful town of Jim Thorpe. For those of you who have not been there, go if you don't want to wait for my video, go check out some videos. There's tons and tons of videos on Jim Thorpe, PA. And it really is like walking into a Norman Rockwell painting. It's like an old looking town, like 50s style type town. And I'm going to see, if I could, how much I can do on there, how much I can get into the video. But there's some other places that I would like to try to get to during the course of the weekend while we're there. I know at one point, my goddess and I will be going to an area not too far from there that she enjoys going to, because it's a lot of it's a strip of stores on their main street, and it's a lot of mom and pop type stores and stuff, and she likes to shop there for little Christmas presents for people and stuff. It is my YouTube business. Hey, it took me a long time too to get to the point where I was monetized so that I get paid for the ads that are on there. I started this channel back in February of 2020, and it took me until March of 2023 to get monetized, which in order to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, but you also have to have 4,000 hours of watch time within a year's span of time. That took a long time for me to get to both of those, actually. And now you figure it's so it was March of 2023, and now we're in November of 2023, and I am up to, let's see. Let me refresh this just to make sure. Okay, so now I am up to 1,755 subscribers, and you guys are beyond awesome. My mom is here. Everybody say hi. This is Tom's mom. This is Tom's world. This is Tom's world. This is Tom's mom. So yeah, so I'll be doing videos up there this weekend, at least one. And the video that I will be doing next week, which since I have 4 people in here now, I guess I can drop it. So next week, look, Mom, you got your first hi on my live feed. So next week, the video I intend on doing, which normally I kind of keep my videos like under wraps and stuff like that. But just to build suspense, I'm gonna pay attention to the comments coming in for a minute. Oh no! Well, see, it's not just a matter of reaching those goals, because once you reach those goals, you have to set things up with not only YouTube but Google AdSense as well, and it has to go through a chain of acceptance on their part. Once everything's accepted, then you get payments for it. And hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, the video for and Mom, meet Chris Cullen. Chris Cullen, meet Mom, and thank you. I think I'm a pretty good guy. I try. The video for next week, I will be heading down 95 south a little ways. I'm not sure which day I'm going to do it, but there is a wooded area down by Swarthmore, PA, like down near the Swarthmore College, and it's called Crum Woods, and it's a very, very, very familiar story. This is Mom's world. You ought to make a YouTube channel. You really should make a YouTube channel and just be on here doing lives and stuff like that, and you can piggyback off of mine. So Crum Woods, it's a very, very familiar story. Who is Harry Crum Woods? I appreciate the dad joke. As you know, I do insert quite a few dad jokes into my videos and stuff like that. But so there was a mansion at one time, which is no longer there. Again, this is all a very familiar story for all of you who have been following me and who have watched my Sorobia videos and stuff like that. So there was a mansion at one time, which is no longer there. However, the gardens of that mansion still remain. And they were old style, like Italian water garden. And the land eventually became known as Oak Knolls, or Oak Knoll, something like that, or maybe that's what the area is called. But it had a different name, which off the top of my head escapes me. And when I saw it, I couldn't even really pronounce it exactly. Something with like coyote in the name or something. Whatever. I'll have it all together when I do the video. Gnomestead, what's going on? My mom is here. So say hi to my mom. That's this woman right here. That's my mom. The Titanic house? Oh, I don't know if that's. I don't think I had anything to do with the Titanic. Linwood Hall? No. I could do a quick search here. Of course, I can't see the screen and all your comments when I'm doing it. Let's see, garden. Just scrolling through to see. Lytle Coat. Lytlecote. Lytle Coat. Let me get back to my StreamYard here. Mom, this is Gnome said. He lives in Alaska and he lives off the grid. Oddly enough, you'd never know that by his name. But no, he's a cool guy. Kind of reminds me of one of our relatives up in Erie. Like, just, he's got the long beard and everything going on. Linwood. It's a great mansion. I'll have to check it out. Linwood Hall. See if I can in Cheltenham. Is that Cheltenham or Cheltenham? I think it's Cheltenham. But Mom says hi. Gnome said. Oh no. I hate getting dumped on, man. Morpheus, what is going on? Oh, so sorry about that, man. I did turn on monetization for this live feed. So my apologies to everybody coming in that you had to watch videos coming in. Hopefully they were both skippable. Well, actually, if the first one's skippable, then you'd skip by all of them. But oftentimes I've noticed that on live feeds, when people do have that turned on, like the first one is not skippable, but the second one usually is, but not always. But thank you all for watching. What's up, Tony? I do recall it. See, Mom, this guy here, he's actually one of Ricky's friends, right? Right, Tony? You were the guy I met that knows Ricky. My what would I call him? My brother-in-law's son, my nephew-in-law, or I don't even know how I would do that. And Morpheus says hi. Yes, sir. All right. I remember now. I remember. It's been a little while. That was at Dinosaur Lake. But so yeah, I'm going to be heading out to those gardens to check them out. I've watched numerous videos on them, including a video from my friends over at Rustic Ventures. You can go check them out. Not right now. Stay here and watch me. But just remember the name, write it down or something. Rustic Ventures. They do a lot of things, and it's really cool. And I was actually in one of their videos. Cool. Everybody's saying hi to Mom. I think this is like a rare occasion that you actually made it to one of my live feeds here. As I was telling people, oftentimes you don't get the notifications that I was going live, so I did let you know ahead of time so that you could be here. And this is just like a little rap session, just hanging out. I'm always willing to accept suggestions of places to go to. Willing to accept, critique of videos. Like my last video, I went to the old Fairgrounds off of Byberry Road, and I do intend on going back there because I saw an image, and my mom had also sent it to me as well, that showed where you could actually see the entire horse race track, and you could see a lot more of what was there at one point. And it does coincide with, obviously, with some of the stuff that I found while I was in that video. So hopefully you all watched that video and you enjoyed it. If not, when this live feed is over, go check out the last video. I'm not going to lie, it's over a half hour long, not much. It's not quite 40 minutes long, but it's just over a half hour long. But it's a good time. I got to wander around in a wooded area. I have been past, I couldn't even tell you how many times in my life, but I never went into. And it's a place that I had wanted to go to since I started my channel. So I finally got that bucket list item off of there, but I definitely intend to return there. Are you leaving already, Tony? Yes, it was the very first bank in Bucks County. Although a lot of the things that I saw online said that they couldn't pinpoint exactly where it was, but they knew the roundabout area. But the Humeville Inn, that's the place that became the coffee house, correct? Like on the first floor, it's a coffee house right now, if I remember correctly. And that place, if that's the one I'm thinking of, that place has a lot of history, vaudeville, stuff like that. Oh, I feel you, man. When I'm working, I got to get up around then. So, which I'll be back to work a week from this Saturday. So, finally got the full time gig at the park. What's up, Darren? Darren is part of the BB3 TV network, the network that a friend of mine and I, Dom, the guy that usually calls during my live feeds. Which now that I said that, he's probably going to call. We run this little network, I guess you could say. It's more like a Facebook page, but Darren is part of that, and he does his live feeds on there. So go check that out. Darren's a cool guy. And Darren, my mom is here. So mom, this is Darren. Darren, this is mom. My mom is this woman here, Linda Nally. Not much else going on, you know. I mean, the article came out that I was in the Bucks County Courier Times, which you could find on my community tab on my YouTube page, or you can go to my Facebook page. But don't click the first link you see. Look in the comments and then click on the other link, because the first link you see is for phillyburbs.com, which is the Courier Times website. You can't see it unless you get a subscription. But if you click on the link in the comments, it'll show you the whole article, which it was very much appreciated that I was in there. Helped me out quite a bit. Gave me like 40 some more subscribers. The coffee house is behind. Oh, the Humeville Inn is the bar. What was the coffee house? It was Humeville Lodge, right? Something Lodge. I think it was Humeville Lodge. Oh, hi, Morpheus. I said hi to you. Or is that like a hey Tom? Like you have like a interjection, like you want to say something. My earbud came out of my ear. Not that it matters, because it's not like I can hear any of you. I don't know why I put my earbud in when I do this. I guess I don't. Well, I do it in case I get like notifications, like, you know, like my goddess sends me a message or something like that. So that way I can. So actually, it's justified now. So I'm going to stop talking about that. Anyway. So what else is going on? I have been looking around for new places to go to, both in Northeast Philly, far Northeast Philly, and Bucks County. They're winding down. Why? Because you guys don't like being out in the cold? I get it, though. I get it. Me, myself, I actually like being out in the colder weather, especially doing what I do, going around in the woods and stuff, because then I come across a lot less spider webs, which is pretty much like a given in most of my videos. I'm going to be walking into spider webs, much like Gwen Stefani. But I also don't have to worry about like snakes, and I mean ticks are still out, but they're not as prevalent. You know, it's I enjoy the cooler weather too. Like especially once it gets to like winter, because then a lot of the leaves that fell from the fall have either blown away or like been crunched down to like nothing, and it makes it easier to see things that might be otherwise not seeable in the fall because of all the leaves, or not seeable in the spring or the summer because of all the greenery. So the winter time is like a key time for me. And this year I'll be working through it. So uh, I gotta work extra hard to do videos on top of that. What else do we have going on? So yeah, you know what? I can actually put the link for the article, and you can click on it once I put it up too, because this will still be playing in the background. Well, if you're watching on a computer, if you're watching on a phone, it probably won't be. So if you're watching on a phone, then don't click on this yet, but go back to it afterwards, and then you'll be able to read the article that I got to be a part of, which was very cool. Let's see this one. There we go. Back to StreamYard. There we go. So you go check out that link, and you'll be able to read the article. I've never worn snowshoes. Like they look like tennis rackets and stuff like that on there, right? Or have they changed over the years? All right, Darren, I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi, man. Got to hang out soon. I got to fix my hair here. My hair is like all over the place today. But we definitely got to hang out soon. Talk about things and whatnot, and nothing bad. I'm just saying hang out. I have thought about that actually. A friend of mine who used to live in the area and now lives up in the New York area, Kenny Biddle. He went there with his wife for K&D Adventures. Check them out too at some point. K&D Adventures. Write it down though. Don't go check them out now. Stay here. Give me the views. Don't give them the views after. But um, but they went there, and I was thinking about going there. So yeah, definite on the list. Oh, no problem, buddy. I'm always happy to share a link that has something to do with me. It has nothing to do with selfishness, indulgence, or anything like that. I swear to God. But yeah, K&D Adventures, they haven't been making videos for quite some time. Kenny's been quite busy, but they do have some videos on there that are definitely worth watching, and I'm in a few of them. Not all of them, but a few of them. So they're cool peeps, man. I like them, and I miss them being in the area. I can imagine they're tough to walk in. Those snowshoes. My hair is just curling every which way that it just wants to. It's This is one of the things I always hated about when I had longer hair when I was younger, that it just has its own mind, and I didn't miss that, but apparently it's still a thing. All these years later, like 20 some years later. Yeah, and apparently, um, Houdini supposedly performed there, um, as well as Abbott and Costello, from what I read. Like, I mean, and this is just hearsay, really. I mean, it can't be proven from what I could see online, but people were saying that they were all there. It was like a big vaudeville type thing. Um, so if if there's any remnants of the history of that place in there, um, if anybody can get me in touch with the guy that is running the place, or the woman that is running the place, whoever, the person that is running the place, then I would be much appreciative, so that like possibly can go in there and make a video. I have seen other people go in there and make videos, one of which was a paranormal team. And I can't remember what their name of their channel, what the name of their channel was off the top of my head. But yeah. This is very true. I can say that I am in many videos. At least 100 some of them anyway. That, I would so love to have just hung out with him and drank. That, can you imagine? Like, I mean, even like, let's say we're talking vaudeville, right? And the Three Stooges go back to vaudeville. Well, not all Three Stooges. Well, no, all Three Stooges do, because at one point it was Moe, it was Shemp, and it was Larry. And then they wound up bringing in Curly, because Shemp wanted to leave the business because of Jeff Healy. Was it Jeff Healy? No, Jack Healy. Jack Healy. Jeff Healy is the blind guy that sings. And I mean, I couldn't even imagine just hanging out with them and having some beers and just like talking, swapping stories, or even Abbott and Costello, or Laurel and Hardy. Like, I mean, can you imagine back in that day just hanging out in the pub, and all of a sudden you realize that you're hanging out with Bud Abbott or Luke? It's just, it would blow my mind. It really would. If they ever invent time machines, I am going back in time. Well, first off, I'm going to Serobia and I'm meeting Robert and Sarah Logan. But I'm going back in time and I'm meeting all the old comedians, like all the people I watched growing up, like in their syndicated shows, the Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, like all those people. Jackie Gleason. God, could you imagine hanging out and drinking with Jackie Gleason? That would, oh my God. Just the thoughts that swim in this mind are, to say compelling would be an understatement. Larry, well, and Larry may have been the best stooge. But think about this. Where was Larry from? Philadelphia. South Street. Roadhouse. No, Larry definitely was. He was awesome. And there you go. A Philadelphian. There's a placard on South Street that says the birthplace of Larry Fine. I think that's what it says. And it's just so weird to think that he came from here. And I sat there and watched him on all those shorts and everything, all those years throughout my youth. I love those guys. There's actually Curly's grandson is on YouTube. His YouTube name is Curly G. You go check him out. And I swear to God, sometimes when you're watching him, like his facial expressions, he looks more like his grandfather than anybody else in the family. Curly G is awesome guy. I've been watching him for some time, and they've done some pretty cool things there, and they have a lot of really cool memorabilia. And go check him out as well. So there's another check mark. You know, you got to check out Gnomestead, Alaska off the grid, definitely, because he's a cool guy. Got to check out K&D Adventures, and you got to check out Curly G because he's cool, and Rustic Ventures as well. If you enjoy my videos, because they do a lot of exploration and they go out a lot further than I do into like New Jersey and Delaware and stuff like that. I'll eventually get there. But definitely keep watching my videos, though. That's the important part. That's the key part. We have to stay with Tom, man. Tom's a cool guy. Anyway, how's everybody else doing out here? How's what's going on? How's life? I'm clicking through options here that I never really noticed before. So, and does anybody have any more suggestions of places to go? Like I said, I'm always looking for them. I mean, if somebody gives a suggestion and months go by and I haven't done, doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. It's still there in the suggestions, and it will be done at some point. I guess he played the violin, right? Because that's what he played in vaudeville. That was according to the the different movies and stories and stuff like that. It was part of how he got noticed to be part of the Three Stooges was his violin playing. There's a Stoogeatorium in Fort Washington. I mean, that's not that far. I've been up that way a few times, quite a few times. Matter of fact, I'll be going past it when I go to the Poconos this weekend, but that would be really cool. If they allow you to video, like to film in there, that would be really cool. Although I could understand, like a lot of places they don't like you to film inside, because if you do that, then people could just watch the video, and what's the point of actually coming out yourself? But if they have actual memorabilia there that you could see with your own eyes in person, that could be a lure into the place. I would love to see a Stoogeatorium. That would be freaking awesome. The Stooges have a lot to do with how I formed my humor growing up. I mean, there's a lot of people that formed that humor. You know, the Stooges, Howie Mandel, every sitcom from the 70s on to the 90s. Like, I mean, they all had a little part in it. Yeah, I know, right? You know, you'd think if they were going to put it anywhere remotely close, it would have been here in Philly. But I mean, I get it; it might have gotten ruined at some point or whatever. Being here, people tend to not treat things too well here. The Stoogium. I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. Oops. If you spell it right, would be nice. The Stoogium. It says it's in Ambler, PA. So let's just look at directions. Well, so it's about a half hour, a little over a half hour drive from here, heading up towards North Wales, between North Wales and Horsham. So that's not bad. I'm definitely going to have to check that out, but I'm going to have to contact them ahead of time and see if we're allowed to film in there. I mean, that would be good. I mean, it would help promote their place anyway. I mean, I may not be the biggest YouTuber in the world, but some people see my stuff. I average at least 500 plus views per video on average, which is why I said I average. But let's see. Well, hey, I mean, I have it here. Let me go back here. Let's see, there's a website. It does look like somebody's house, so kind of. See if they say anything about hours. You can submit an appointment request by filling out a visitor request form. So I guess he does it just by appointment only. But still. See, we're bringing you back to your youth, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, without a doubt. But I don't know, maybe if I go to this place and he allows me to film a video there, maybe Curly G will see it. Maybe I can send it to him and say, hey, check this place out. If you ever want to come check it out, just let me know. I'll hook you up with the guy or whatever. And maybe I can meet Curly's grandson. I mean, this guy, he's pretty cool. Well, I don't think my mom is here anymore because she hasn't commented, unless she's just sitting there watching. But I think she thinks I'm pretty cool. The Langhorne House. What's the brief synopsis of the history of Langhorne House? Love my Molson Ice. Refreshing. Langhorne Manor. Oh, really? Revolutionary Soldiers Graveyard. That's pretty cool. There is, as I've found out, and as you all have found out with me, there is a ton of history all around us, whether we're in Bucks County or far northeast Philly or just the northeast Philly in general. I mean, there's tons and tons of history around us that just people don't realize is right there. And I love being to be able to find these things and make videos of them and make people go, oh my God, I didn't even know that. I lived right down the street my whole life. I didn't know. I mean, when I get messages like that, it's like fills my heart, to know that people are actually enjoying what I do. See, and there you go. Oh, the restaurant. The restaurant with the airplane out front. I can tell you what that was called momentarily. Let me see. Somebody's probably already said it. Beat me to it. No. I'm not finding it. Somebody beat me to it, didn't they? What was the name of that place? The Flying W? No. That wasn't it. The heck was it called? The Langhorne Speedway, right? Flannery's? It's not ringing a bell. It was the there are still um what was it called? It wasn't the Langhorne Speedway. Was it the Langhorne Speedway? There are still parts of that track in the woods. And I've been asked, and Chris Cullen might have been one of the people that actually asked me to go check that out, if I'm remembering right. There are still some parts of that track in a wooded area, but not much else left from what I saw. And what is there? There's not much. But it might be worth a trip to go check it out. I have been asked by multiple people to go check that out, to be honest. It was in Pendel. Yeah. Pendel, not Langhorne, Pendel. Man, so many things have just gone away over time. It's ridiculous. I mean, even just Street Road in Ben Salem is so far different than it was when I was a kid. Well, for starters, there used to be a Kmart there, and I have like vivid memories of that Kmart. There's a story that my mom still to this day, if she were here, she would enjoy this. I don't know if she's still here or not. We were in that Kmart, and that the one particular time we went there, I was not able to get like a quarter from my grandmother to go to the little bubblegum machine vending things, and I decided to stick my hand up there to try to get something for free, and my hand got stuck in there. And they had to call out like the fire department or whatever. And all it was that I grabbed a hold of something and I wouldn't let it go. And because I wouldn't let it go, they couldn't get my hand out. All I had to do was just let it go. And they would pull it. What do we got here? I've actually thought about going to some of them. Um, Mariah and Vernon in particular. Um, I just haven't gotten there yet, but they're definitely on the list. Boy, oh yeah, there you see. So my mom is still here, and so now she has heard me talk about the story that they like to talk about of me sticking my hand up those little bubblegum machines and not letting go. And anyway, was it the fire company that had to be called out, or was it a police officer? Who was it, Mom? I can't remember that had to come out, and they just said, "Look, if you just let go of what you're holding." Yeah, the one on Street Road. Yeah, Kmart's gone, man. No more. Oh, the Woodhaven Mall, uh, Jamesway. Jamesway was I got my first two albums for it. No, well, definitely my first album. The very first album my mom actually bought for me was at Jamesway. It was Tracy Ullman from long before she had her show. And another one was Weird Al in 3D. Um, I can we bought both of them there. I don't think it was the same day, but hey, look, we all show our age. There used to be a restaurant on, I think it was on the opposite side of Street Road that the Kmart was on, but it was like before the Kmart. It was called Mama's or something like that. Some and I know that me and my mom and my grandma, we used to go there when we would go to Kmart. But I think it was Mama's. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Mom, you would probably remember more than I would. You think the manager what? Oh, oh, you think the manager was the one that came out? Okay. And helped me pull my hand out. Okay. The original nachos? Acme is still there. And the movie theater is still there. It's just it's a little different now, but it's still there. Hey, look, I wanted stuff out of that bubblegum machine. And I wasn't going to be told no. See, my mom has told this story multiple times over the years. So this was my time to tell it. And you guys, it's your first time hearing it. So you got to hear about me being a little brat. Far cry from who I am today. Speaking of the Three Stooges, yes. Grandma's pies. That was it. Yeah, and they had that thing in the front where it was like a little thing that turned around and it had all the pies in it. I remember now. I remember. We used to go there all the time. Wow. I'm feeling a little old. No. So, Lori, this is mom. Mom, this is Lori. Lori has been following me for some time. She's followed me from BB3 TV, and she also is one of the owners, proud owners of a This Is Tom's World merchandise shirt, which she sent me the picture of. Spanky's, of course, I remember Spanky's. It was in the Knights Road Shopping Center. That was the very first place that I ever had cheese fries as a kid. I had never even thought about cheese and fries together. But then when I saw cheese fries, I said, well, I got to have it. It was mozzarella cheese. So that's why to this day, I still prefer mozzarella cheese instead of cheese whiz on my cheese fries. But yes, I loved Spanky's. And then it became a strip joint at one point for a brief while. But yeah, I do remember it. It was right next to the Thriftway. Yep. I remember. And then right down from there was the Joe's Barber. That's where I used to get my hair cut all the time. When I was a kid, I'd get my crew cuts there. And then my dad would take me down to Knight's Tavern, and I'd have like a grilled cheese while he had a soda while he had a beer. It was, good times. Still living in the area. Still living in the same house we were in then, actually. This room I'm in now used to be my sister's room, and my room is on the other side, and it still is my room. But when we first moved in here, this was my older sister's room, and then the other one was my younger sister's room, and I slept in the room with my parents in the crib because when we came here, it was 77 and I was 2 years old. Celebration Station. Well, Celebration Station, that was on Street Road, wasn't it? Like right there in that same, unless that was like maybe they had more than, well, I know they had more than one, but I know there was one in the same strip of stores where Kmart was. It was just more towards Humeville. He went to Alfalfa's. Imagine that. There was a Spanky's and an Alfalfa's. Oh, Jesus. Imagine that. It's crazy. People, you know, they're just always looking for that money, you know. They're always looking for that quick buck. I mean, if somebody wanted to make a buck off of This Is Tom's World or whatever, hey, go ahead. I make my money off it. Not much. One second, everybody. I think I just heard Dad call me, and I want to make sure everything's okay. But 1 second. I won't be long. My apologies. Apparently, he's sleeping. So I don't know what I just heard. It might have been the people next door. I don't know. Current spot of Celebration Station. So it's across from the cemetery that I went to on Galloway. I mean, I know there's a bar right there. Uh, God, the name of it escapes me. And I think me and Stephanie went there one time. We weren't too pleased with the service or the food. Sorry. I didn't mean to leave you with my chair. Hey, but Dad comes first, you know. We got Dad, we got the girlfriend, we got my son, you know. Got a lot of priorities, but you know, with Dad, it sounded like he called me, so I had to go downstairs, and I go down and I look, and he's just sprawled out on the couch. So I know it wasn't him. So I must have just heard something from next door, and it sounded like it came from downstairs. Part of the problems with living in a row home. Really? What did my chair tell everybody? What did you tell them? I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, so I have not said so yet on this live feed, and I've been on for almost an hour. Wow, has it been an hour? So, let me grab a link here so that I can copy it, before I say the following. So, oh, and I got another message. Yeah, I don't think that's what it's called anymore. I think it has like a person's name on it or something. Unless I'm thinking, no, I'm thinking of the one that's more on Humeville and Galloway. Is it the same? It might be the same one. I don't know. Anyway, so what I was going to say, could you describe the ruckus? Okay, a lot of you won't. Well, all right, maybe a lot of you will get that. Breakfast Club, look it up. Anyway, it was talking about my Michael Jackson jacket. Oh man, you were all just doing everything you can to delay me from saying what I was going to say, and then Mom pulled out the ultimate. Yes, I have a Michael Jackson jacket. Okay, I got this when I was like 10 years old. I was infatuated with Michael Jackson, like everybody else was. It was 1985. Ready? Yeah, I still have it, Mom. I can't fit into it anymore, but I still have it. So yeah, Michael Jackson, the zipper jacket. So what I was going to say is there are multiple ways that you can support the channel here and help me out. First of which, of course, would be to share out the channel or share out individual videos. You could just share them in general, share them to individual people. Be like, hey, I thought you might like this because I knew you like this location, whatever. No, I don't have the glove. So you can share out the channel. You can share out individual videos. Also, on this live feed over here down by the chat on this side, like if you're on a computer, the chat will be over here. If you're on a phone, the chat will be down here somewhere. Somewhere in there is a button that has like a little $sign on it. And you can do a super chat or a super sticker, and that donates money to me directly. I mean, YouTube takes out its little chunk and everything, but that's okay. I still get the bulk of it. So you could support the channel that way. When you're watching videos of mine that aren't live, they have a similar thing down on the bottom here. There's like a button that says like thanks, and it has like a little $sign on it. That's what they call a super thanks. So you can always do it that way, and that also helps support the channel. I'm not bad. That was Beat It, actually, not Bad. Bad was like the black leather thing. This was the Beat It jacket. And we're not going to go there. Oh, you leaving, Chris? All right, man. Have a good one. Yeah, definitely. You can hit the like button. You can leave a comment on different videos. These are all things that help. But another thing that you can do to help is to check out this link right here. Bam, that's my merch shop. Go check out the different things I have on there. I have shirts, hoodies, pillows, all mugs, all kinds of stuff. You can go buy yourself some Tom's World merch, and you'd be one of the cool kids on the block because you got it, and because I am a cool kid. I'm just saying. But check that out. See if there's anything that tickles your fancy. And if it tickles your fancy, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to overstep its boundaries. But no, definitely go check it out. These are all different ways that you can support the channel. I don't have any other ways currently. I do have a Venmo account, but I'm really kind of skeptical about putting it up and that seems more like begging for money. And I don't want to do that because I enjoy what I do with this channel. It has nothing to do with monetary value and stuff like that. I mean, hitting the different things, being monetized and all that gives me like, self-esteem that like, hey, look, I'm important enough and I've done some things and people think I'm cool and all that. But it's not about the monetary gain that I get from it. It's all about like preserving history, really, because you never know. A lot of these places I go to, you never know when it's going to be bought up, eminent domain, stuff like that, and then it's gone. And the only thing we have is videos of mine. Like, let's take for instance Dinosaur Lake. Dinosaur Lake is gone. It's never coming back. That's it. It's gone. It's all dried up. Well, it's muddy, but it's gone. There is no lake anymore. Psh, gone. But I have a bunch of videos where it was there. So, you know what I mean? I'm preserving history. And that's what I love the most about this. Thank you, Mommy. I love you too. And I love that people share their time with me. It's very special to me that you guys hang out and that you support the channel. Yeah, on Street Road, it's gone. The only thing that remains is the marquee out front. That's it. Other than that, it's all fenced in. You see some concrete. That's about it. So yeah, those are the different ways you can support the channel. And hey, look, if I can share wisdom with people, if I can help somebody learn something about part of our past, then I've done my job, you know. But so definitely support the channel in any way you can, whether it be monetarily or not. Anything you could do. Like right now, all of you watching, underneath the video, somewhere there's a little button that looks like this. You can click on it right now if you haven't done it already. And that helps. Go to my channel, grab the link for the main page, share it on your page. Say, hey, check this guy out. He's pretty cool. He goes into all these wooded areas and blah, 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 and locally. And so, I mean, anything helps. Everything helps. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to end this because I am just over an hour into this, an hour and 8 minutes and 13 seconds. And so be on the lookout for the videos coming up. The Jim Thorpe video, most definitely. Maybe some others. And then next week, the video over in Swarthmore and in Crum Woods. And yeah, I guess I'll get out of here. I will talk to you all later. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. See you all later.